This week on Spook Nation, Spook travels to Mexico to hunt with Mike Brownlee and Esteban Peralta of Bacateti Outdoors. Although the giant mule deer of the Sonora Desert are what first lured Spook south of the border, he has since become intrigued with the elusive Coues deer that also inhabits this beautiful area. And on this episode of Spook Nation, Spook aims to prove that this little deer can still be a big trophy.
Awesome deer.
Spook Nation, Nation. Eyes like an eagle, ears like a hawk, half man, half predator. He's living to stalk with the heart of a lion, the nose of a buck. It's blood, sweat, and tears, a skill. This ain't luck. From the day he was born, he had a burning desire to make Tennessee proud and set the world on fire. From the swamps to the Rockies to the North Pole, with a gun and a bow and a mission in his soul. Muscle and bone beneath the Under Armour. He's wearing a camouflage badge of honor, proud to wave the flag of the USA. He believes in God and family every day. He travels the nation, he's an inspiration. Welcome to the land of Spook Nation.
Spook Nation has been brought to you by Real Scent, makers of Spook Spans Wildfire. Under Armour, always lethal. Hydra-Track, it will get you there and get you back. PSE, precision shooting equipment. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. And Nikon, the trusted name in optics. I don't know what it is about antlers, especially deer antlers, that just, turns my crank. It's just, there's nothing like seeing a big set of antlers come through the woods. And whenever that happens, it's just a unexplainable moment. I don't know, it's hard to tell somebody who's never experienced it what it's really like. I think the thing I love so much about mule deer, the fact that they are just sort of like a bigger version of a whitetail, but they also allow you to see them a little bit more. They live in areas where you can see them more. They're a little more approachable, whereas whitetails live in, thicker, different kind of terrain, and you don't see them as often. Mule deer are much more visible, and I think that's what makes them so much fun. For years, I didn't get that fired up about a Coues deer because those of us who grew up in whitetail country, 110 to 120, 130 inch Coues deer just doesn't get you that fired up. But after spending some years down in Mexico chasing mule deer and seeing them running around, and you can't resist. I mean, I'm down there trying to kill a big mule deer, and we're seeing all these Coues deer, seeing Coues deer bucks. They're coming in the water holes all the time, and there's some really good ones. And I just can't resist. I mean, I knew sooner or later I was going to break down and have to shoot one. I think part of what started getting me fired up about these Coues deer was how wild they are. I mean, you would see one a half a mile away and that sucker would be hauling. And so, the fact that they were so wild and just so elusive, intrigued me more, got me more interested in trying to chase them around. Well, every year we've come down here, we've been hunting with Mike Brownlee and Esteban Peralta of Bacateti Outdoors.
Nation. Yeah.
Esteban's always awesome. I mean, he's got great ranches. They're well managed, not overhunted. There's really nothing into going to Mexico. A lot of people are nervous about it because of some of the things that's going on at the border. None of that's happening down around Hermosillo and the places that we're going. We've experienced zero problems, and there's no reason why you shouldn't want to go down there and experience the great hunting in the Sonora Desert. Spook Nation will be right back.
When all the leaves are gone from the trees, but you're not, you need a camouflage designed to help see the season through. Mossy Oak's tree stand is the perfect combination of elements, colors, and contrasts that will hide you against the cold, gray skies of winter. From the heart of the grain belt to the buckle of the pine belt, Mossy Oak tree stand was created from the heart of our tradition with the late season deer hunter in mind. From the ground up, it's the elevated camo winner, hands down. Mossy Oak tree stand, camo that covers your obsession.
The rules have changed. The new Dream Season Evo is the ultimate hunting bow.
A bow this smooth is not supposed to be this fast.
The new PSE Dream Season Evo uses revolutionary center lock limb pockets, incredible planar flex riser, and the extremely durable 4th generation X-Force limbs that you have to shoot to believe.
A smooth draw bow that takes performance and accuracy to a whole new level.
Thought it couldn't be done?
Think again.
Experience PSC, experience performance.
How fresh is your deer scent? Because if you're not using Wildfire by Real Scent, you're probably using last year's doe urine. Wildfire is collected from does and estrus and delivered to you within 72 hours of collection. Now that's fresh. Industry leaders know that Wildfire is the freshest doe and estrus urine you can buy. Order your 4-ounce bottle of Wildfire today at spookspan.com so you can set the world on fire. This portion of Spook Nation is brought to you by Muddy Outdoors. Go Muddy. Spook Nation. Well, I had an incredible mule deer hunt. I had killed an awesome trophy, 195-inch typical. It was a gorgeous deer. I killed an awesome management buck, a big, huge 3x3 with giant long twos. And so I'd had an awesome hunt. I'd already had a great trip, but I had a couple days left. And so we chose, those 2 days rather than sitting around and camp. This was my opportunity to go out and see if we could find a big Coues deer. There's 2 or 3 different ways we hunt Coues deer while we're down there. One, we'll ride around in the high rack, try to spot them, and then hopefully we can get down and sneak in on them. Sometimes we'll go up on a high knob if we've got a place where we can spot. We'll try to spot them, sneak in on them that way, or we'll set up on the water holes because they do come into the water holes regularly, almost every day. So that's also a good way, especially with a bow, to set up on the water holes.
It's like a 90-incher.
Just like a lot of wild species of animals, the Coues deer is no different. When it comes to the rut, they start getting kind of stupid. And the rut was coming on, and sure enough, we spotted a super nice Coues deer from the high rack. Me and Thomas jumped down and we started to stalk.
Right there. He's going up the hill right there. We're gonna get down. Let's get down. He's up right here.
He's down. Yes. That's my first Coues deer. That's a nice buck. It's a nice 8-pointer. We've hunted all week and we hadn't got a single Coues deer buck to stand still for us. And in the last hour, we've had 3 bucks, well, 2 bucks and a doe stand still so we could actually see what they were, which means they're starting to come in rut. There must be a doe right here or something because that was awesome. Let's go look at him, check him out. Man, he's a nice buck. Nice Coues deer, look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice one. He is a gorgeous deer. I tell you what, for the whitetail hunters back home, that may not seem like a big buck, but for a Coues deer, that's a real big buck. He's nice. Most Coues deer are, you know, just 8 points, but he's got great brows, heavy, gorgeous deer. Old TC put the smack down on him. That's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to kill one with a muzzleloader while we were here. When we walked up on this deer, he was actually better than I thought he was, and I was real excited. I knew based on some of the other racks that I had seen that they had killed previously in other hunts that this was a really good Coues deer. And I had a feeling that he might actually break that minimum for Boone and Crockett, and he did. We got great footage.
Is that up in the corner by the pond?
Yeah.
That's the one I saw.
Is it?
Yeah, I could do the photo. Yep, that's him for sure. Awesome, dude. So how'd you get such good footage on it, too?
He jumped up 50 yards from here to that tower and just stood there.
Really?
I mean, he wasn't even looking at us. He was looking. It must have been a doe there. I didn't see a doe run, but there had to be. Well, he just stood there. We saw several. Saw another buck. It was, you know, not near as good as him, but decent. You all know how I like big bucks, and this is a big Coues deer buck. I was happy. I mean, what an awesome Coues deer to start out your kind of Coues deer career with. This look, you know, I didn't realize.
All this is awesome. Yeah, I mean, these are great. Yeah. There's so many Coues up there.
Spook Nation will be right back.
Made from 100% recycled materials and a proprietary design consisting of recycled foam and recycled fabric, Big Green Targets are the only true green targets on the market today. Combined with the exceptional stopping power of the 13-inch thick body, incredibly easy arrow removal, and 2 high-definition target faces, and you have the best 100% recyclable, 100% waterproof field point target available on the market today. Go big, go green, Big Green Targets.
I'm Spook's fan, and owning my own property is a secret to my success. This 900-acre farm is located in southern Illinois, and I killed a bunch of big bucks on it, including a 173-inch buck just this past season. My dad and I have had years of success on this farm, and now it can be yours. If you're serious about owning this farm or any other Spook Nation farm, give me a call at 615-797-9282 or email me at spookspan@yahoo.com.
That was my night, baby. We just lit up his world. Was he stuck?
Tim Hunt at Illuminite, thank you so much.
I feed year-round for this one day. Payoff? The stuff of legends. Record Rack.
You're watching Spook Nation.
Typically, Coues deer country down here in Sonora is, you find the Coues in the hills and places like that. Well, I tell people about these ranches down here, and we offer a Coues tag, just as a trophy fee. Basically, if you see a Coues you'd like to kill, then you can shoot it and pay a trophy fee on it.
Well, my friend Mike Brownlee, who's always with me down there in Mexico and guides me while I'm down there, he stayed after I left to come home to hunt Coues deer. And most of the hunting he's going to do is going to be on water holes. So he set up on a water hole trying to get him one.
It's almost noon. I've sat here in this water since 8 o'clock this morning. I have counted 28 Coues bucks and 69 deer total. 41 doves yesterday sit on this water. Passed a really good Coues, probably shouldn't have passed him, but then she'll back up today. Yesterday I left at this time, but I'm going to stay here all day today, so. Just be the one that came in, probably 5 more weeks, but because he was just about shooting, just want something a little bit more, so we'll see what happens.
Well, most of the time, these Coues deer, when you see them at a water hole, more than likely you're not going to see them there again for 5 or 6 days. It seems like they just sort of go to one day and another one the next day, and they kind of move around. So if you see one, you got to decide immediately if you're going to take this deer or not, because more than likely you're not going to see him again. Mike saw a lot of deer that day, and finally the one he was looking for came in.
Well, this is my third Coues buck that I've killed, and been real selective this year. I was hoping to kill one that was book, and this one's going to be really close. So, plus I still have another tag, so I figured, what the heck. I passed on a double beam buck the other day. That real cool deer. I'll show it to you on video, but got some great video of him. Could have killed him. He's 200 yards away on a different water pond. But anyway, this is my third Coues, as I said. My first one was right at 111. Had some small eye guards, otherwise he'd book. And then last year I killed one that's just 118 and an eighth. That's a 9-point, really cool deer. Pretty rare to find a 10-pointer down here. This is kind of the standard type buck for down here. Nice 8-pointer.
Well, Mike kills a gorgeous deer. He does every year. He's always real patient, takes his time, sets on these water holes until the right buck comes in, gets him a great buck. And while he was at that water hole, he saw another really nice double mane beam buck. Well, Mike was kind of kicking himself for letting this big double mane beam buck go, but he did think it would be a really nice buck for his buddy Jim, who was coming in later to possibly get a chance at. Spook Nation will be right back.
Spook Nation.
With its no-maintenance marine-grade gel-coat fiberglass exterior finish, tinted tempered automotive glass windows, and seamless construction, there ain't nothing redneck about Redneck Hunting Blinds. These blinds feature world-class engineering and craftsmanship, spacious interiors, whisper-quiet flip-up windows, and fiberglass floors that will not rot. Redneck Hunting Blinds. It's more than just a blind. It's a redneck. Enter for a chance to win your very own Redneck Hunting Blind. Visit redneckblinds.com and register today.
When playing the waiting game with a mature buck, it's good to know if you're actually in the game or not in the game. 3 questions come to mind. Is my equipment safe? Solid? My personal favorite, comfortable? If you answer no to any of those 3 questions, chances are you only think you're in the game. Remember, success always begins with a choice. So get in the game and go muddy. It's serious gear for the serious hunter.
Spook Nation has been brought to you by Spook Nation Farms, Biologic, Bad Boy Buggies, Illuminite, Big Green Targets. And to watch Spook Nation online, go to stickemarchery.com, the A to Z of archery. Our friend Jim from Utah came in the next day, and Mike took him right in on that water hole where he saw the double mean beam buck to see if he could get a chance at it.
Sitting here with Jim Brinkhurst, everybody. This is my 14th day and Jim's 2nd day. He helped Spook yesterday, kind of acted as cameraman, so killed a pretty nice 29-inch white buck. But we are sitting at that same water hole that I've sat at a couple times. Seen some really good bucks. That double beam buck I showed you on video. And a couple other about 110. Jim's looking for a Mule Coues, so being pretty selective. But anyway, it's a little early still. It's about 7:30. Deer usually start coming about 8:30, so we'll see what happens. After today, we're gonna move ranches and go hunt another ranch that we haven't hunted before. It's got some really big coues on it and some big mule deer. They killed about a 200, 205 buck there about a week ago, so we'll keep you posted. What do you think, Jim?
That's right. Stay tuned for the big bucks.
Well, Mike and Jim see several deer. They're actually filming a doe and a fawn, and all of a sudden, boom, I mean, here he comes right in from their right. And I mean, they were pretty excited. This was the buck they wanted.
That's the double beam buck. Nice shot, buddy.
This double beam buck that Mike's seen, we were just talking about it. And he says, this double beam buck, if he came in here, would you shoot him? And I'm like, no brainer. So, 5 minutes ago, we just had this discussion. He come to introduce himself to me, and I gave him a whack. So, here in a minute, we're probably gonna go over there and celebrate some more. Yahoo! Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, Jim got him another nice buck down in Mexico. He's been down here several times, killed some nice deer, and you know, Buckateti Outdoors, and Mike Brownlee puts him on another one.
Dude, I can't believe I passed that thing. What a moron. He's 120 all day. Fix that beam, he's 120. I forgot his eye guards were that big.
For you Coues deer hunters, if you're looking for a place where you can go and have a good time and have an opportunity at killing a slammer Coues deer, you need to seriously look at Buckateti Outdoors and the Stefan Peralto down in Mexico. You can get in touch with him by going through Mike Brownlee out of Utah. And also, if you're looking to kill a big desert mule deer, I mean, I highly recommend it. I've been 6 or 7 years in a row. I've carried buddies down there, carried my dad, and we come back with monster bucks every year. You know, if you're going to go down there to Mexico, you might as well book a combo hunt for a mule deer and a Coues deer while you're there. Stephen Peralto, Bacateti Outdoors, and Mike Brownlee will take care of you. For all the latest news and updates on Spook Nation, follow us on Facebook or Twitter.
If you put God, family, and country first, then you are a citizen of the Spook Nation.
It's a percentage of know-how,
A percentage of luck,
and a whole lot of ain't never giving up.
if you're hunting to live,
Or living for the hunt,
and do whatever it takes until you get the job done, then you're a spook.
I'm a spook.
We're all a spook.
Doing exactly what we were born to do.
So you're gonna have to bring it if you wanna tag along.
Cause you're joining the ranks, 20 million strong.
It's a percentage of know-how,
A percentage of luck,
and a whole lot of ain't never giving up.
when the beast is down.
It's time for celebration.
We're not taking away.
We'll give it back to the nation. We believe,
Under God,
indivisible. Spook Nation.
Nation, nation.